I am giving away this Squier Sonic Mustang HH as well as 2 guitar pedals. But before we get into that, I'm just gonna say it because I own both the single coil version and the humbucker version. People have been asking which is my favorite, and my favorite of the two is the single coil. I'll explain why later. Hey, it's Carl from artofshred.com. Welcome back to the channel. So yeah, here I have the Squier Sonic Mustang HH. Before we get into the review, let's talk about the giveaway. First, I need to get my teleprompter set up so I don't forget anything. All right, first of all, I apologize to the winner, but I made a couple dents in the finish here. They're small, but they are visible if you look closely. I dropped another guitar into this guitar. It happens. Happens to me a lot anyway. So that's life. Not the first time I've done it, Won't be the last. So for the giveaway, you're gonna need to be 18 or over. You gotta be a resident of the greatest country in the world. And you've got to do 3 things. In past giveaways, people have complained about things. If any of it upsets you, it really sounds like a you problem. All right, so first thing, you've got to be a Riff City subscriber to win. Subscribe in the description below. There's a link. Number 2, in today's Riff City email, I did include a giveaway entry link. You got to fill out that giveaway form. That's how I'm going to choose the winner or the winners. Let's see. If you're not subscribed yet, the entry link will be in the Riff City welcome email. So don't worry about it. If you're not already subscribed, you can do that and you'll get that link. And of course, number 3, you've got to be subscribed to the channel and leave a comment below. If you don't know what to write in the comment, just tell me your favorite piece of gear you've purchased this year, or if you haven't purchased anything this year, your favorite piece of gear. So the first winner, of course, gets the Squier Sonic Mustang HH. Second prize is a Moon Retro Fuzz and a Sap Hue Tremolo guitar pedal. So if you want to hear what these sound like, I'll include a link to the AliExpress pedal video I did, which has both of these in it. These are I meant to give away pedals a long time ago. I've given away all of the pedals from that video except these 2. So, a little consolation prize if you don't win the guitar. Back to my teleprompter. I'll choose the winners on August 30th, 2024 at 6:15 p.m. Eastern. The entry actually ends at 6 o'clock Eastern. You have to complete all the steps before 6 o'clock Eastern on August 30th, 2024. Void where prohibited, etc., etc. Legal mumbo jumbo. Don't make this difficult on me. So why do I like the single coil better than the one I'm giving away here, the humbucker version? It's really just personal preference. There's nothing really special necessarily about this one. I just like these I just like these single coils. They sound more interesting to me than the humbuckers, and I have a lot of humbucker style guitars, so this is unique enough to me where it's just more fun for me. But they are effectively the same guitar. My teleprompter's falling. Big difference, you can see them. Different fretboards, different color, different pickups, everything else is the same, right? They both have maple necks, the body's the same, made in the same factory, in the same country, same hardware, everything is the same except those things I've mentioned. You should get whichever one you like. I think you'll be happy with it. I'll include an Amazon affiliate link in the description if you want to support the channel that way. It's not a huge thing. If you don't want to do that, of course, buy it at whatever retailer you want to buy it at. But Amazon pays something like 3% of the purchase. It doesn't change your price. Let's talk about this guitar. It's good. It's a good budget guitar. And out of the box, if you want to see my first impressions video, of course, I'll link that as well. But out of the box, had no fret issues, no fret sprout, no sharp frets, no fret buzz, nothing like that. There were a couple slightly high frets, but even after lowering the string height to my preference, still no fret buzz. So really nice there. Can't complain about that. Always nice when a budget guitar is playable out of the box. It plays well. It sounds good. Another bonus for a budget guitar, right? That's basically what you want. You want a guitar playable out of the box that plays well and it sounds good. This is that. Doesn't mean it's the guitar for you, of course. You might not like the shorter scale length. You might not like the style, the color, all of that. But if that is something you're looking for, it's a good guitar. Yeah, I don't have anything really different to say about this one than the single coil because they're so similar. I like that one. I like this one. They're both nice. The California blue on this one looks good. I do like the red better, but this California blue does look nice. Comes to other colors as well, of course. I don't know what colors, but it does come in other colors. All right, so let's get to some of the specs. It's got cheap hardware, of course. As I mentioned, 24-inch scale length, so it's slightly shorter scale length. Made in Indonesia, 9.5-inch fretboard radius, which is different than the old Squier Bullet series, which has a 12-inch fretboard radius, but real Fender Mustangs have a 9.5-inch fretboard radius. So if you're looking for something that's closer to a Fender, this would be that. If that type of thing doesn't interest you or you don't care, then that's a different issue. 3-way pickup switch, 1 volume, 1 tone. It's got the skunk stripe on the back. Did come with Allen wrenches for adjusting the saddles and adjusting the truss rod. This guitar did not need a truss rod adjustment. Of course, I adjusted the saddles to lower the string height. But anyway, you'll get this if you win as well. The important thing here is this guitar doesn't have a lot of negatives, okay? A lot of the things you might not like about it are personal preference. For example, maybe you prefer a flatter fretboard radius than 9.5 inches. That's fine, but it's personal preference. Maybe you prefer a different color. That's fine, personal preference. Maybe you prefer a belly carve, which this doesn't have. The old Squier Bullet series did have it. Fenders do not. Personal preference. So yeah, I didn't need to do much to this guitar because the out-of-the-box experience was good. Again, as I mentioned, I lowered the string height. It came out of the box around 2 millimeters at the 12th fret of both the low E and the high E. I dropped it to around 1.75, and again, personal preference. I like it a little bit lower. There's no right or wrong as far as that type of thing goes. And of course, I set the intonation. I'll include a link below if you want to learn how to do that. And I polished the frets to a mirror shine. Let's see, how are they holding up? Because I did this about a month or 2 ago. They look okay. It's possible by the time you get this guitar, the frets won't look as beautiful, but they'll be nice, I promise you that. Plain. Every time I film a video, I live in the flight path, so it's a pain. The planes are a pain. Anyway, if you want to know how to polish frets, I'll include a link in the description of a recent video I did showing 4 different fret polishing methods and kind of the differences, including my favorite method. There's really no right or wrong way to polish frets, and it's a really easy thing to do, and I highly recommend it on any guitar you buy because it makes playing the guitar so much better when you polish the frets. All right, one thing I will say as far as like what I would change if I was to keep this for myself long term is definitely swap out these pickups. Distorted, they do not provide the kind of clarity I would prefer, especially when recording. So I would swap them out with something else. But mostly I would swap out the bridge pickup because that's the one I use the most. Now, that's not to say these pickups are bad. They sound okay. You'll hear, you already heard, there's nothing wrong with them. A lot of this stuff is personal preference. So in any case, mods are fun, and that's a nice mod to do to make a cheap guitar sound better or different. Enough talking. Subscribe, enter the giveaway, like this video, all that fun stuff. If you like these types of reviews, they are self-funded. Buy me a coffee. I love coffee. And yeah, on to the sound demos. See ya.